you guys. Well, you guys on here, I think all know me, but my name is Amy Pease, in case you don't. I've been using Young Living products for 6 years now. I'm married with 3 small kids, and we live on the island of Maui. Like I said, we've been using them for 6 years, and they have literally changed our lives dramatically. And I believe they can do the exact same for you and your family. So welcome to the online workshop, Amping Your Immune System. This is a workshop that I've been wanting to share, especially with what we're dealing with and in the times. Everybody kind of wants to really support their immune system, and I don't blame them. I'm in the same boat. So staying well in your home is something that we all strive for, right? We all want to maintain a healthy immune system, keep our kids healthy, keep our parents or elders safe and healthy as well. But home is where we want to keep it, right? We want to keep that place where wellness resides. And that means using our oils properly. It means finding the right supplements and keeping our homes and ourselves clean. So I'm going to dive in and show you guys how we can do that. Let's see if this works. If I go back, yep, it works. So thieves, you guys, this oil, cornerstone basically of personal wellness, both in the oil and then the entire thieves line that we have as well, right? It's like the cornerstone. This is what I call the gateway oil, because it's the oil that kind of takes you into the whole world of essential oils. It's a blend of oils, so it's a mix. It's got cinnamon, clove, eucalyptus, it's got rosemary and lemon essential oils in it. And it's a very comforting, invigorating, and just a really great smell. This also comes in a vitality bottle. So that's the white label bottle. All of our essential oils are labeled either for topical aromatic use, which is the colored label bottles, or the vitality oil, which is labeled with the white label stating that it's safe for internal consumption. So I usually take the thieves bottle. I do maybe 6 to 10 drops in my diffuser. I have kind of a bigger area, bigger space in here. You can start small with how much you'd like to add to your diffuser, but I love diffusing this for immune support in the house. I feel like we're just getting the benefits of it throughout the day. And I also love taking it internally. I will literally just drop it in the back of my throat when I feel compromised, or I'll get into how you can take it. Well, I'll just tell you right now, you can take it in a spoonful of honey. You can put it in a shot glass of rice milk or almond milk and take it down. Or you can make a capsule, which I'm going to get into next. So depending on what you need, Thieves is like one of my go-tos. I mean, I will rub this on the bottom of my kids' feet when they are compromised, their immune system is compromised. And again, I'll diffuse it in their bedrooms throughout the night. So they're getting like a full 8 hours of immune support. Another way is through Veggie Capsules that you can take the thieves oil or a blend of different essential oils. So a Veggie Capsule is a great way to administer the essential oils internally to you, because you don't have to taste anything, and it just directly goes to your stomach where it's going to be absorbed into your bloodstream. So one of the blends that you can actually make your own, which is a powerhouse, we call it I think the lemon dropper bomb. Is that what it was? Or the immunity bomb. It's the thieves vitality, the oregano vitality, frankincense vitality, and lemon vitality essential oils. So I would recommend starting small. So maybe 2 to 3 drops of each oil, right? Start small. And if you know your body, you can increase it all the way up to 4 to 5 drops of each of those oils that I said. So that's thieves, oregano, frankincense, and lemon essential oil. You're going to drop those into the capsule. It's real easy to fill, and then top off the rest with a carrier oil of your choice. So a carrier oil is coconut, fractionated coconut oil, almond oil, olive oil, avocado oil, any vegetable or nut-based essential, lipid fatty based oil that you have probably in your kitchen already. So you can top it off. The capsule size that I like to use is usually a 00 Veggie Capsule, and you can get that either online through Young Living, or you can go to a health food store and pick up some of your own veggie caps, or order it online. You can get them from Amazon. So I love making this when I'm in a pinch. And what I'll do is I'll just swallow that down. Sometimes I may feel like I need to just take 1 capsule a day. Other times I could take all the way up to 3 capsules a day, morning, afternoon, and night. My immune system needs support. So all of the oils that I mentioned in that blend combine to help support. You need it when you need it the most, basically, in your body. And you're going to want to have those oils on hand in your home for when you need them, because I'm a firm believer of attacking something early and often. So the sooner you can get the oils on you, get the oils in you, you could just have a really compromised immune system, like even more so than the day previous. So early and often is what I recommend. If you don't feel like you want to make your own capsules, which I understand that, Young Living makes this great capsule that you can just, it's already pre-filled, and it's called Inner Defense. So this has thieves essential oil in it. It has oregano, it has thyme, and it actually has lemongrass essential oil in it as well. So this blend is designed to help support your immune system, but also help support your respiratory system. So if you have anything going on there, this would be the one that I would be reaching for, okay? So whenever you're feeling under the weather again, or that you want to bring yourself back up above that wellness line, right, and maintain that immune support, this is one that I would reach for. You can take this, not recommended to take this one daily, but only when you're feeling like your immune system needs support, okay? So again, this is a good one to have on hand, and I stock up on this. So I usually get, one a month, and then I always have like another one in my cupboard, because I'm always afraid, like if it does go out of stock and I need it. Love this. It's super easy. Now, Life 9 is a probiotics supplement that I think is really important. There's a lot of studies out there that show that disease can actually start in your gut. So you maintaining a healthy gut is really incredibly important. And this is a way that you can do it. So what's cool about our supplement, Life 9, is that it's made with 9 different species of beneficial bacteria that are good for our gut. 9 different species of those bacteria that are found. And there's 17 billion of those beneficial active bacteria in one of those capsules. So really good for supporting your digestion. Like I said, great for supporting your immune system, because you're going to maintain a healthy gut. It's great for nutrient absorption, so it's going to help you absorb nutrients better. It's going to reduce yeast growth, which is really important. And it's going to help you manufacture your B vitamins that you may be taking as well. So a supplement's really important. And I'd like to point out too, if you are taking any of the essential oils internally, you want to incorporate, you should be incorporating a probiotic every single day. But if you are ingesting essential oils, especially ones that have those really therapeutic properties that can kind of really protect you from all the nasties, you want to balance your gut, right? Because you don't want that good fauna to be killed off either, correct? So it's recommended that you take the probiotic supplement 8 hours after, say you take your Inner Defense in the morning, then 8 hours later you would take your supplement, and then maybe later that night you take another Inner Defense. So I just try to alternate and stagger the 2, okay? Hope that makes sense. The Super C, you guys, the Super C supplement, I get the chewables. My kids eat them like candy. They're just like, can I have another vitamin C? These are my favorite go-to. And right now, I just listened to a doctor speaking about, what we're dealing with right now and the COVID-19 and everything that's going on. And he was stating, we need to take our own wellness in our own hands. He's like, we need to support our bodies. And there's several ways to do it, which I'm sharing with you now. But he said, if you can't attack or use all of those, the 3 basics that you should start with are vitamin D. And I take a liquid vitamin D supplement, vitamin C, right? And I take the Super C every day, and zinc. He said, just start with those 3 just to build up your immunity a little bit, your immune system a little bit to make it stronger. But then think if we're just adding in all these other components as well, like what an amazing immune support system we could have. Immune system support, I should say, we could have in our bodies. My kids take daily. I try 1 in the morning and 1 at night. Usually it's 2 in the morning that they like to take. And like I said, I pair that with my vitamin D supplement, or I'm out in the sun getting natural vitamin D, because that's where you can get that from the sun. You want to make sure your vitamin D is natural, right? That it comes from a natural source that's not synthetic. So all of that is really going to help promote wellness in your body. And like I said, you've got options here, chewable or swallowable. So I like to talk about the multi-greens supplement, okay? Because this is one that kind of supports other systems in your body. So while your immune system is getting all of its support needs met, you know, what about your glandular and your nervous and your circulatory system? So that's what multi-greens does. It supports all those other systems that may need help as well, that may be under stress or immune stress or whatever the case may be. So supporting those are really important. And that's what multi-greens does. So it's a new with the spirulina, alfalfa sprouts, barley grass, I should say. I'm like tongue twisted today. Bee pollen, eleuthero, Pacific kelp, and the essential oils. And this is going to help, like I said, the other systems run smoothly. And it's going to help keep our body in balance, which is what we want. We want a balanced body that's going to keep us above that wellness line. What was I going to say about that? I just had something. Oh yeah, what's unique about our supplements is that every single one of them is infused with essential oils. And I didn't mention that on the multi-greens. This slide, actually, I haven't put it in my notes to talk about, but there's a research study that was done on multi-greens, and it showed that just by the greens themselves, there was a specific absorption rate in the blood. And then once they added the essential oils to it, it increased it within like the first 30 minutes. It was a higher percentage. And then an hour, the percentage went up again of absorption of these nutrients in your blood, right? And that was because of the presence of the essential oils. Because the essential oils are fat soluble, they can permeate our cells, our cell membranes, they can permeate. And they're highly oxygenated, so they can get into our bloodstream faster. So I thought that was really neat, because all of our supplements have essential oils and they help your body assimilate the nutrients that you're ingesting. So that's unique to our supplements, which is really fantastic. ImmuPro is another one that I think is a little bit like left out. I feel like this one kind of gets like, it misses the bus sometimes. This one's really great, you guys. It's a chewable tablet. What's really cool about it is it contains the zinc that we need, right? And that helps keep the immune system strong. It helps heal wounds. It helps support normal growth in our bodies. And there are studies online that you can find that support that zinc is supportive to the immune system, especially, you know, if you're dealing with a cold or something like that. So taking this supplement is really going to help support your immune system, and it's going to help you with sleep. And you say, sleep? How can it help me with sleep? Yep, it can. Sleep is so important, because that's another way that our lack of sleep, I should say, is another way that our immune systems can be compromised. When we're sleeping is when our body is healing. Like, that's the time for our body to rest and to heal and to rejuvenate. And if you're not getting enough of that, you're compromising your body, and you can also be compromising your immune system. So sleep is really important. So when you're feeling under the weather, right, you probably notice your body needs time to heal. You need to rest, and you take naps and you sleep. Taking an ImmuPro daily is going to help you get to sleep at night, and it's going to help you stay asleep on a normal basis. So your body's getting all the rest that it needs to heal and rejuvenate. The reason it does that is because not only does it have wolfberry in it, right, which is a really high antioxidant, also great for immune support, it has orange essential in it, oil in it as well, which is very, so it has natural melatonin in it, which is going to help your body fall asleep and stay asleep, okay, which is really great. And you don't feel tired or groggy waking up from this. I'm also going to throw in a little perk on this little baby. I take this because it has high amounts of selenium. So not only am I using it for immune support, but it has high levels of selenium in it, which is good for thyroid support. So it's supporting my thyroid. I have my naturalist, my what do you call them, naturopath. She told me that I needed to take selenium and eat like 5 or 6 Brazil nuts a day. And I got so burnt out on Brazil nuts. I was like, oh, I don't want to eat them anymore. And then I found out, I was like, oh my gosh, ImmuPro has selenium in it. So I can just, you know, pop a selenium or an ImmuPro, and I'm getting the immune system support and I'm supporting my thyroid, which is really cool. I thought that was really a neat thing that you guys can share with some people. Master formula. So this is a multivitamin. And of course, a multivitamin I think is really important to take. Not everybody does it. And sometimes I'll even forget and I'll just take some of the other ones. But this is a really, I think, a key part, right? Our bodies need the nutrients to stay strong and to work and function as they're designed to. What's really neat about this formula is it's an antioxidant. It has antioxidants in it. It has the vitamins, of course. It has minerals, and it has other food-based nutriment in it. Okay, so also it has prebiotics, and the prebiotics in it are food basically for bacteria. The more they're fed, the more they'll reproduce and multiply. Another cool thing about this is it has an SSI technology. So that's called a synergistic suspension isolation process. And what that basically means is that the ingredients are delivered in 3 distinct delivery forms. Okay, so in this, it has vitamin, it has a nutrient capsule, and then it's got the phyto capsule. And you take those, they're delivered at different times as they're needed, and then that's based on the form that they're in. For children, I would recommend the KidSense Mighty Vites. Okay, they're chewable and they're delicious and have a great berry flavor with Ningxia in it, of course. And then there's also a mineral essence tincture that you can take, because I don't believe that we're getting all the minerals that we need from the food that we eat, just based on like the soil it's grown in and just farming in general, how much it's changed. So mineral essence is a good tincture to take on a daily basis. Some people, it does taste really strong. Like I cannot stand the taste of it, but I need the minerals. Some people will rub it on the bottoms of their feet and it will absorb into their bloodstream that way. Other people will do a foot soak with a few squirts of the mineral essence in it. Other people will add it to their Ningxia and shoot it down. Or I've heard of people adding a veggie capsule and swallowing, have to taste it. But all of that is going to help support your system function the way that it's designed to. So KidSense, you can't really see, I got you guys cut off over here. There we go. So sniffles and sleepy eyes. Okay, so these are 2 essential oils that are really great for kids because they're pre-diluted, okay? So you just grab them and apply them, okay? So you can, when you're applying your oils, any of your oils on your children, usually you want to start using based oils. Pass it to your child and they can apply it. Super easy. So a whole line called KidSense is dedicated just to children and to kids, okay? Hence the KidSense Mighty Vites that I talked about, right? That's part of that product line. So if your child has any sniffles or sneezes or even a stuffy nose, I actually use the Sniffles. And what I'll do is I'll rub it over the bridge of their nose like this. I'll have them inhale it. I can add it to the diffuser, and I might even rub it on their chests, which is a little bit more comforting for them. It adds a little layer of sleepy eyes. We already talked about sleep and how important that is. So you can add this one to the diffuser, but you can also rub it to the bottoms of their feet as well. And I like to apply it to their wrists. So if they're sleeping like this, you know, they can smell it, and over their hearts. I like to do that as well. And some of this can even be added to a spray mister, or you can put a drop on the palm of your hand and you can rub it over their pillow, kind of like this. So when they're sleeping, they're going to be inhaling that aroma as well, which is very comforting and soothing. And yes, you guys can use the Kid Sense line too. It's not just for children. I actually use the Kid Sense Genius pretty often. I didn't this morning though, I needed it. Let me talk about two other, oh, it's not working. Let me talk, there we go. Two other essential oils that are part of this immune supportive clan, RC and Raven. So you probably got one of those in your kit if you have your starter kit. Raven is what's in there right now. RC was in the previous kits. But these two oils are really comforting and they're also very invigorating. And of course, they're great for respiratory support. So anything going on respiratory, right? And that's important right now, right? For the COVID-19, what's going on, everything with that, we want to support our respiratory system in addition to our immune system. So you can put these in the diffuser and diffuse them. You can also put a drop in the palm of your hand and inhale them that way through your nose. I would recommend at least 3 to 6 breaths, deep inhales through your nose. You can also smell directly from the bottle. There's a really cool technique and it's called, we call it huffing. So you just take the bottle just like this, you have it here and you're just gonna cup your hand like around it. And then where this hole is right there is where you're gonna stick your nose. And I'm just breathing in straight from the bottle. And you can alternate nostrils if you want. You can just do your left or your right. And a friend of mine showed me that and she calls it huffing. But it works, you guys. It gets it right up in there where you need it to be. So I like to use these topically over my chest. And when I'm doing that, even on my children, I'll make sure that I do like a pancake massage or kind of like, or a sandwich, I should say. So I'm not just focusing on their chests, but I'm also applying the essential oil to their backs because the lungs are actually closer to the skin on the backside. On their front and their back, and I kind of go like in between my hands and I just go like this and I rub them down over their chest and their back. And when I'm doing that, I'm using a carrier oil only because I want, not always, but I want the essential oil to be on their skin long enough to penetrate into their bloodstream, okay? Because after 2 minutes of applying an essential oil, it will enter our bloodstream. But some of these oils are, well, all of them are highly evaporative. So if it evaporates from the skin before it has time to penetrate in, there's no point. And plus it's a bigger area. So I like to spread it out with the carrier oil as well. And usually that's a 1-to-1 ratio, or I'll just do an estimation dime size in the palm of my hand and then put a few drops of the essential oil in there. And then we start rubbing. Now I will give caution to using Raven. It's not intended to be used on children under the age of 6. And that's because it has the wintergreen essential oil in it. If you are using the Raven, I would probably use the carrier oil as well for that one, only because the wintergreen is considered a hot oil. So it has that cooling sensation that can be kind of warming. And that may be uncomfortable for you. I like it, but it may be uncomfortable. Let's talk about diffusing, because I've mentioned it a few times. Obviously, you want to use a petrochemical-free diffuser in your home so you don't have any of those nasty chemicals getting diffused out into your room as that defeats the point, right? The purpose of diffusing if it's not healthy and you're breathing in all those chemicals. So diffusing, living add like 12 essential oil to the aria and I let it run. It's like 8 hours it's running, you know, so I want the oils to be continuous through that time. So I'll do about 12 drops in there, but again, it's a personal preference for you guys. So adding oils to your diffuser, it can really promote your wellness depending on what you're going to add, right? What different blends you can do. And there is literally a diffuser blend for almost anything you can imagine under the sun. Right now about immune support, but in addition to that, you can actually be getting comfort for your body, for your mind, for your mental clarity, and way more than that, right? Focus even, just by diffusing the essential oils. One thing I'll mention is that the inhalation of essential oils is a really powerful technique to use. And it's not just that they smell pretty, you're actually inhaling the molecules of the essential oil. It's going through along your olfactory membrane. And when it hits one of those olfactory receptors, it kind of fits like a puzzle piece, right? And then it's sending this signal, it fires a signal to the limbic portion of your brain. And the limbic portion of your brain is responsible for your emotions. It's the seat, actually, of our emotions. But it's also responsible for like heart rate, hormones, what else? Pulse, I talked about that. I know there's some other ones I'm leaving out here. But you can have a really profound effect not only on your emotional. So I was talking about Imu Power, and you guys, I don't know what is going on with my techno stuff here today, but Imu Power, I don't even have a slide for this, you guys. This one is like my serious heavy hitter go-to. This is the one I'll add into my diffuser or rub on the bottoms of my kids' feet or myself if they're fighting something, like if their immune system, they're sick, you know, and I know that their immune system needs that support. This is what I'm reaching for. This is like the really big gun right here. So it's got the, I hope I pronounce that right. I always, hyssop or the hyssop. It's got the hyssop essential oil in it, but it's also got the mountain savory. And any of those oils you can get, if you have them single on your shelf, you can use those in your diffuser. They're all supportive to the immune system. It's also got the cistus, and it's got the, oh my gosh, I need my bifocals. It's got the frankincense, oregano, clove, cumin, Dorado Azul. And I think that's it. So those are all really immune supportive essential oils. And I like to, again, diffuse this and apply it on the bottoms of my feet. I just did a post on my story about adding oils to face masks. So on the insert filter of your face mask, I would be applying like the mountain savory or the oregano or the thieves or the Imu Power as you are going out to areas where there are crowds and you have to wear your mask. So that way you're just inhaling all the benefits, and you know, you can't carry your diffuser with you into the store, but that's one way to do it.
Amy,
Okay.
I read something on the Dorado Azul also that that's such a good respiratory support oil if you're already congested. But then also the piece I was reading on it, it's a really big hormone balancer too. So you get like, you know, I mean, as we know with all the oils, they're a double whammy kind of things.
Right. Thank you, Beth. That's awesome. I'm going to look at that a little further and see what hormones, if it's like all hormones or if it's like specific, I don't know.
Yeah,
because I know some of the oils are phytoestrogen, and I'm going to look at that and see. Okay, so that is diffusing for you guys. I want to talk about rollers because it's nice to have them kind of on the go so you can take them with you in your purse, right? Your children's backpack or whatever it is. It's nice to have them pre-diluted and ready to apply and on you when you need them. So it's just like diffusing. You're going to create your own blend that you want, and you can all put it in this roller bottle, and that's going to support your immune system and wellness for your family. And you can pick and cater what recipe you want to add to it. My first roller I think that I made was an immune support roller, and it was a quarter thieves. So I use my empty bottles for rollers, but basically whatever size bottle you have, I would do a quarter of thieves oil, a quarter of oregano. Okay, so now I'm at the half mark, and then I would top off the rest with a carrier oil. So it was a 1-to-1 ratio of carrier oil to essential oil. And I just did half and half. Thieves and oregano. And that was the very first roller recipe that I made, but you can get creative and make your own. What's great about these is you can find tons of recipes first off in our educational groups on whatever you want to add to it. For emotional support, it can be for meditation, it could be for brain function, memory, I have a roller that I made for varicose vein support, circulatory support, all that stuff. So applying them topically, again, the oils are going to get into your bloodstream in a matter of minutes, which is going to be incredible to support your immune system and maintain the balance in your body. Like I said, though, I use the empty bottles. So I save my 5 milliliter and my 15 milliliter bottles. I peel the labels off. I wash the bottles. And then I buy the stainless steel roller fitment tops from Young Living. And I just pop those on the top of it. So I'll make my blend, pop the top on, and then I'll create a little label, or I'll write on the bottle so I know what it is. So that's a really affordable way to make your own rollers. Ninja Red. So this one, oh my gosh, do you guys all drink Ninja Red? Yeah, good. My kids ask for it every day practically. It's the best. It's low in sugar. It's super nutrient dense. It's packed with antioxidants. It's good for more than just your immune system too. It's something that will support your whole body, the eye function, right? The heart health, your brain health, your cellular function, all that good stuff and more. So you can go to ninjared.com and you can learn a little bit more about the benefits of Ninja Red. We have some great recipes. There's a red drink that people make with the sulfurzyme powder. It's really good for you in so many different ways. I highly recommend taking this as a daily supplement to help support your immune system, okay? And then you can also add vitality oils to it to amp it up. So maybe you want to add your thieves vitality to it, or your lemon or your frankincense, or any of those immune supportive vitality oils. This is how I would do it. And now a clean home, right? We want to talk about a clean home and keeping our home clean and toxin free, right? But we still want all the yuckies cleaned up. The Thieves household cleaner is totally the way to go. It's biodegradable. It's safe for your pets. It's safe for your children. It comes concentrated, so you can dilute it to whatever strength that you prefer. I add this to my laundry detergent to stretch that out. I use this literally for everything. Every surface in my home gets cleaned with the Thieves household cleaner, and a little bit goes a really long way. So you can scrub with this. You can, I use it on my toilets. I use it on my mirrors. I literally use it everywhere in my house. So 1 capful in a glass spray bottle. And by the way, Young Living is giving away a free glass spray bottle for essential, I think it's just Essential Rewards, I want to say. Gosh, I could totally be wrong on that. But it's one of the monthly promos that Young Living gives away. And this month, one of them is a glass bottle, and it's beautiful. It shows you the measurements on the side of it as well. So you don't have to, you just add a cap and then top off the rest with water to whatever level you want. So this is a great way to spray things down. So I'm spraying stuff down as I come back from the grocery store, right? And I'm using the Thieves household cleaner for that. This is going to help your home stay happy and healthy. Purification essential oil. So this name pretty much says it all. It is a great air purifier for in your home. So diffusing it is going to leave your house just feeling fresh and clean and really crisp. I like to pair this also sometimes. So I'll do like maybe 5 drops purification, 5 drops thieves, and maybe 2 drops oregano or something like that. You can combine this like in a mason jar with some baking soda, and you can kind of put a shaker top on it if you want, and you can use it as a carpet or a furniture deodorizer. You can put it in your shoes that are smelly, any of that stuff. Your laundry, your cloth fabric sheet, if you throw a cloth fabric sheet or a wool ball in there, this would be a great essential oil to add. What I like to do when I add oils to the dryer cycle is turn the heat off, the last 10 minutes of the cycle, turn the heat off. I drop this on my wool balls. I throw the balls in the dryer, and then that spins for 10 minutes, and it's penetrating the essential oils through my clothes, which is amazing. So this is really good to help purify the air. It's also really good for keeping your skin really healthy. So if you have any blemishes, this could be an oil that you can apply topically. And it's also, well, we've talked about it. Beth even mentioned it, how one oil can have so many different uses. It's really cool. and that works in our favor, right? We can have like just a few tools, but they can be used for a plethora of different issues, right? Or uses. And that's because each essential oil can have anywhere between 80 to 300 different chemical constituents in it, which is huge. That's like a massive amount. So with all those different chemical constituents, you can see how it could work for so many different things, because there's so much therapeutic value out of the essential oil. The next thing I want to talk about is the Thieves Foaming Hand Wash, you guys, because we are all washing our hands like a mofo, right? These days, we're just all washing our hands. Thieves Foaming Hand Soap is my favorite, although right now, Luscious Lemon just took its place. I'm like all over the Luscious Lemon now. But Thieves Foaming Hand Soap, I highly recommend that, because you're going to get the benefits again of the Thieves essential oil that's in there into your bloodstream, right? It's getting in there good. And you're cleansing your hands, you're washing your hands, and we're keeping clean. One thing that I learned is that most people wash their hands like this, right? You kind of do this like round thing and like this. And it's actually an incorrect way to wash your hands. There was this children's video that I watched with my kids for one of their homeschool lessons. And it basically showed, like with a bioluminescent light, it showed all the bacteria, and they were all congregated around our nails and our fingertips. I mean, that's what we don't pick up things like this, right? We're not like, I need to pick that up. It's with our fingertips, okay? So the best way to wash your hands is to wash the surfaces and then take your fingertips and really get them in there into the palms of your hands, and really focus around under the nails, around the nails, in the cuticle bed. And then you actually grab your thumb and go like this, and you're like washing your thumbs like this. I know it seems weird, but it totally works. And now we're washing our hands that way. They did an after shot of the bioluminescent bacteria, and the germs were like almost, I mean, they were completely gone. I didn't see anything glowing, which was really cool. But couple that with the Thieves Foaming Soap, you know, you're getting a really good wash. Plus it's foamy, so a little bit lasts a long way. And you can actually buy the Thieves Foaming Hand Wash refillable bottle, which is really big. But you guys have got to try the Luscious Lemon Foaming Hand Soap. It is like incredible. My daughter opened it up, she squirted it, and she was like freaking out. She was just like, oh my gosh, it smells so good. She's like, I just want to eat it. And she's washing her hands a lot more because of that. So with people getting sick and things going around, we want to make sure our hands are washed and we're not spreading germs, right? Especially when we're touching our face. Anytime we touch our face, we can be introducing bacteria or virus in through our mouth, our nose, or our eyes. We are done with the slideshow, you guys. I just want to thank you guys all for joining me, for putting up with all the glitches that happened today. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I hope you guys got what you needed out of all the information that I shared with you guys today. If you have any suggestions, share them if you want right now on the call, or you can reach out and let me know. If you have any questions, definitely reach out or ask right now. And yeah, I hope you are going to stay healthy. I hope you are going to stay well. And I hope that you're using your Young Living products that are in your home to help you do that, because I believe it's truly the way that you can do that. I just saw a, let's see, I'll do gallery view. I just saw a chat. Oh, thank you, Beth. She says, thank you so much. Does anybody have any questions?
Amy?
Yes, Callie.
Can you send me this recording? One of my friends, she's working right now, but she wanted to join. She was going to come on the call, but she ended up having to work. So can you send me this recording?
Problem. Well, hopefully it recorded properly. So as long as it recorded, I will totally send you the link. And anybody, if any you guys want to share this with anybody, I might post it in Team Dream. I haven't uploaded the business one either yet. I need to do that and upload it to a platform where it can be shared. And then, yeah, so I will definitely see if this, fingers crossed, that it recorded okay. Thanks, Callie.
Thank you.
Anybody else have anything you want to add or ask? Questions? All right, you guys are.
One other oil that I've been using recently was the Exodus.
Yes.
Popped into my head. That one's I don't know what the difference is between that and the Imu Power. It smells very similar.
Yeah, it's
But-
it's a different blend for sure. Oh gosh, I'm gonna find it up here.
It's very spicy, but it's super helpful, especially because all this, when stuff goes in and out of stock, you can kind of swap things out a little bit. I think it has a lot of spiritual oils. It has cassia, myrrh, cinnamon bark, calamus, hyssop, galbanum, frankincense, and spikenard.
Yeah, that's a good recommendation for sure. And oregano is a really good one. I know that's been hard to get. Thyme is another single oil that's really affordable that you could use. If you have your essential oil book, the little spiral bound pocket reference book, or even the desk reference, flip through it and look, maybe pick a condition or an issue and look to see what's recommended for that, and then use what you have. I mean, that's the big thing. Use what you have. I think lemon oil is great as well too. And maybe you have cinnamon. Use cinnamon and use eucalyptus and what you can, right? Anybody else have anything? All right. Well, you guys have a great weekend and stay healthy and stay well. All right. Good to see you guys all again.
Thanks, Amy.
Have a great day.